it's a really long story, but I'll just try as much as possible to compress the whole thing. Um, I think the first thing I like the fact that Jane talked about healing. But before healing, I think we need some level of self awareness. Because me personally, I took the chance, like I was really open to marrying just anybody, like
Hmm.
whether single father, whether, of course, as a single person without a child. So I ended up marrying a single father. And
Okay,
at
who
that
was?
point,
I
single
was just
dad,
trying to
yeah,
make sure. Okay.
yes. So he had a girl. At the point I met him, I didn't have a child, and I just felt, oh, there's nothing bad. Having a child is not a curse, it's a blessing. So I can give it a go. So, unbeknownst to me, I was being used as a rebound, one. Secondly, I was also being treated in such a way that, like Jane talked about, some men and women not actually healing before entering into another relationship. So all of those projections was on me. The fact that he wasn't healed, and he also used me as a rebound. And another thing is, I was also, I don't know if there is a Yoruba person here. Does Jane understand Yoruba? Does Kafi understand Yoruba?
That is somewhere.
Okay, so there is an hadith that says, "Bashanta fi no yale, ó wà lórí àjà fún ìyàwó." Like it literally means the rod that was used to beat the first woman or the older wives is still there for the younger
More
ones.
people come around.
Yes, yes.
Hmm.
So like it was until I got pregnant. It was until then I actually realized what that woman went through. I was told she's crazy, she's this, she's that. Of course, at the moment, I am also crazy too. So
Hmm.
now imagine another woman being, being,
So
feeling
say
like,
you're. Mhm.
yes, true. Like feeling like, oh, he's just a single father. It's no problem. He has two children with two different women. That shouldn't be a problem. And she goes into it. She would really, really, really suffer what we both have gone through. So I felt prior to being in that relationship, I was also in an abusive relationship, but then it wasn't as abusive as this one. That one was just verbally and emotionally, but this one I have suffered physical, verbal, mental, psychological, all sorts of abuse you can ever think of. I've been hit, I've been gaslit, I've been told I'm crazy, I've been told I'm sleeping around, I've been told a lot of things. I've been told you're not the first woman to get pregnant. You shouldn't feel pain. I've been told, oh, some women, when I was in labor, some women just go into the bathroom, then boom, the baby is
Wow.
out.
Maybe that's how he was born. Who knows?
Yeah, I've been told right there and then after pushing the baby out within an hour, I was told, oh, you better thank your stars you didn't die. So many women die during childbirth. It was a mental torture for me. I had to do postpartum depression therapy because it was as if I had not tried as much as possible to up my mental game at that moment, I don't know what would have happened to me. So, like, after evaluating everything, I was in an abusive relationship before him, and I even got into something worse. What's the common denominator here? It's me.
So after you
So,
left that abusive relationship, You ended up in another abusive relationship.
Yes,
So, I'm so sorry.
a much worse one, like a worse one. Like the person I was with prior to that time never hit me, no matter how hungry it was. But this one will hit me, will slap me, even
That's
when
the
I was pregnant.
right.
What?
That's the single father that was more abusive to
Yes,
you.
yes,
And at that
yes.
point, you were a single lady without a child.
With
And you
that,
made a
yes,
want us to touch on again, right? Right now, you are not with your ex anymore, I'm guessing.
yes.
Right. And another lady out there will look at him and say, oh,
As
he's a single
yeah,
father. He's
thank you,
and
thank
it's not their
you.
fault. That's why it's very important to be
Mhm.
clued up on narcissism, to read up on
Yes,
character traits, to know that
yes.
any man that is approaching you and is talking about his ex, or any woman, anyone that's talking about
Hmm.
their ex in a very foul way, I know it
Hmm.
plays to your ego because you're the new person coming in, hearing that, oh, the last person wasn't as beautiful as you, they weren't as
Yeah.
smart, crazy. It's playing to your ego, but you need to listen out for any bad
Hmm.
mouthing, because then you know that this person, if he's able to talk, because right now he'll be talking all kind of way about you. He'll be saying
Yeah, of course. I am also crazy.
she's
We
not a
both
smart.
women are crazy.
Exactly. So if you're not wise, so that's why we must be wise as a woman or a
Yes.
man. You must be wise when you
Hmm.
hear anyone talking about their ex in a bad way to know that this is
True.
a
True. Hmm.
okay. So
True.
all right.
And also the fact that these kind of people, just like you said, education about narcissism and so these sort of people are really good at love bombing. So
Mm,
when there is, in the beginning, everything would happen so fast. Like I could remember even the pregnancy happened really fast. Not fast, like we were 3 years together, but then we started living together in the third year. So when we started living together, it was like, oh, it acted like he actually wanted a baby and stuff like that. So when I got pregnant, that's when it came out full blown. Like I saw, I saw Shiggy.
and that felt like the captain, like felt like, okay, where else is she going at this point? She's
Yeah,
already pregnant.
because people like that, they feel they can trap you with things like marriage, like a child, especially, yeah, they feel when you're pregnant, of course you're trapped. You can't, who's gonna
Number of
have you with pregnancy?
mm,
Yeah, so that's how they think. And like I was saying earlier, self-awareness. Now I feel as a people pleaser, as someone who gives so much, as somebody who used to put other people first. I have learned, like I said, I am the common denominator here. I've been into one, I've been into two. So that means something is wrong somewhere, and I actually need to be able to set boundaries, heal,
Yeah.
spot these telltale signs, especially when a man comes as too charming in the beginning, wants everything to happen fast. Oh, I want to marry you. Where have you been all my life? And all those tales that they tell. So now I am starting to, why I said I feel so locked out is because I feel I need to really, really work on myself. Because now I've started to educate myself on how everything is going, and the fact that I've been in one, two of that sort of relationships mean I have to level up. I have to be at the position whereby I don't, because some men out there feel like as a single mom you're vulnerable and they can take advantage of you, that oh, you're looking for somebody desperately or something. But it's not like that. Some of us actually want to be alone and work on ourselves. The fact that we are alone doesn't mean we are lonely. So now I've started to, work on my mental health, work on my healing, work on education, work on, of course, I would say there were red flags, but because I was naive and I wasn't educated, I actually didn't spot them. Not until I was there and I felt, oh, so this is what this meant. Okay, this action that happened 2 years ago, this is what, especially when I was at the peak of the devaluation stage. Oh, this is it, this is it. So it's now that I start to, of course, what doesn't kill you will make you stronger.
Going to
Yes.
commence and feel really strong.
Yeah, and the fact that that's why I talk about self awareness. The fact that I feel God wanted to teach me a lesson, but I did not learn the first time.
As we don't, as we're
Yes.
human, learn the first time.
So
Yeah,
he pushed a worse situation so that I can be strong and I can learn. I just feel like that was just God's plan. So now I feel like God is telling me, now that you've learned, you'll be able to spot the signs, you'll be able to educate people. When somebody is talking about this thing, you know, you can tell, especially these covert people, they are really, really dangerous. This one I'm talking about was really, really covert. You won't actually know that he can say such things or do such things because he maintains a very, very great public image. So you won't even know. And when I tell people, they won't believe me. They'll be like, oh, what do you mean? This person is so nice. This person gave us money. This way, I'll be like, he's not even giving me money. He's not even. Oh, it's a lie. It's just you. You have wahala. You have. So those ones are the people that will actually mess you up mentally. Like they will actually make you. They will call you crazy. They want you to be crazy. And if you're not the if God doesn't help you, you feel like, oh, let me up my mental game, and something goes wrong with you, they'll tell everybody, you see, I told you she's crazy. You see, she's crazy.
I
So,
want to blame people that they can be right and say, I told you she along.
yes. So, that's just the reason I said I feel locked out now, because I feel jumping into having someone else is not the goal. No, no, no. That's not even the way to go for me. I really have to work on myself, take care of myself, take care of my child, and try as much as possible to. Now I feel I'm not as naive as I was before.
Yeah.
And I feel sometimes when we tend to give people the benefit of the doubt, when we tend to feel like, oh, this person is going to change, we are actually is that's actually not we respecting ourselves. Like that's the lowest form of self-respect. So now I understand that when you mess up once, you're gone.